Right, assalamualaikum everyone. Gala video update today, and we are looking at Bitcoin coming down finally. And I do think it's maybe big time for Bitcoin this week that we potentially see that Bitcoin, is going to move all the way down and whatever. I think it's time for Bitcoin to go down. Just watch the Bitcoin update and you're going to understand the whole detail. I cannot tell you in this one video. But speaking for Gala, way before Bitcoin was dropping down, we've seen Gala making a head and shoulder. So then again, this is the pattern right there. This is a technical target that is pending. It's a journey to go down there. Now I don't expect, when a pattern appears, it takes days for the pattern to make, and it also is going to take days for the target to be met. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this. It takes days for the pattern to be made, and it takes days for the target to be met. The thing is, we're slowly but surely on a journey to go down there. The only time you flip the switch is when you cross the neckline and backtest it and continue even higher. That's when you actually flip the switch. On the daily time frame, one level that I want to see on the RSI is the following. Okay, so I've been talking about the possibility of coming down here, making this bottom and that bottom right there, and you potentially can make a double bottom, right? So is it possible that you actually do make a double bottom, or is it that you're going to actually end up coming down to this lowest wedge, even taking out this low and continue even lower? Because that's going to be like even a 50% drop from the prices that we're in right now, and that's a big discount for me. I've told you that's my plan. I need discounts. For buying, you need discounts. For selling, you need pumps. And we need red blood. That's when you buy. You buy red candles, you don't buy green candles. Okay, very, very simple thing. Keep that in mind. The thing is, I'm looking at RSI's one touch here, second touch here. And if you do come down here and you make a double bottom and you come down here and you hold this line when you reach this price, that will be amazing. Otherwise, if you end up coming down here and that's when the RSI gets completely oversold, that would be like almost a perfect scenario, And that is if a perfect scenario ever existed. However, on the weekly time frame, we do see that there's a little bit of a doji here, and that doji kinds of shows a reversal, right? So this doji is more like a reversal. Let's see if the EMS are supporting the dojis as well. But unfortunately, we're still under the 10 and the 20, even though you have a doji, but it's kind of, being pushed with the EMAs as well. So that's not a very strong doji. However, the doji on the Bitcoin is after an uptrend. Okay, the doji that appeared was after an uptrend, and you have a doji after a little bit of a red candle. But then again, dojis are not bullish. Okay, they're just neutral, they're decisive. And speaking of decisive, you can still end up coming down here. The strongest contender or the strongest candidate that we still have to keep our eyes on is again the head and shoulder. I'm going to keep telling you again and again, because I think it's just a matter of time you actually come down to the target, and then people are going to say, wow, oh, this and that happened and this and that happened. So that's pretty much my view about Gala. It's going to take time, but maybe any time in the next 7 days or maximum 10 days, I think the target should be met. It shouldn't take more than 10 days because we're looking at 4-hour time frame, right? So it should be within like maximum 10 days in my opinion, because boom, something like that can be possible. So let's see. The time is ticking. If in 10 days if the target gets met, we're going to see what happens next, if you can take this low and even continue even lower. And then we're going to talk about the whole possibilities and matching the RSI as well. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to see you the next one. Love is.